Hello everyone. What's up? How's it going? I hope you guys are doing well and Happy New Year. We are back with well, with the first stream of the year. So, uh, hi. I don't really have much other than that. But this year is going to be quite the interesting year. Because we have two different anniversaries coming up within this year. And the first one obviously being our affiliate anniversary, which is in a week from now. Which I'm pretty sure is the 14th. So I'm going to see about streaming and all that on the day of, or at least the weekend before. So yeah, I want to try to plan a little bit apart from like these little short streams and whatnot, getting back into streaming. Because for those of you that have been around and been on my socials, obviously know a little bit of my current situation, and it has been, it's been quite rocky. And I just realized I forgot to update the Discord. Give me 1 second. There we go. But yeah, as I was saying, like, we have the, like I said, the affiliate anniversary, which will mark, I believe, the 4th year since I've been affiliate. I think. But yeah, I'm gonna, like I said, try to plan something out for you guys. Hopefully, get the webcam back up and running and all that good stuff. Maybe you guys will see a little bit of maintain. Maybe you guys will see some me getting spooked by mannequins. You never know. You never know. But on top of that, the crazy thing is, I mean, obviously we have the affiliate anniversary, but come, I think it's July. I think July 9th will mark the 5th year since my move to Twitch, which is crazy to really think about. And actually, even on top of that, not this year, but coming next year, will officially mark 15 years I've been a content creator. Throughout the internet, and it feels a little surreal, if I'm going to be honest. But at the same time, you gotta think, that's a hell of a long time of doing this. Of course, mind you, I've been, on and off and bits and pieces and all that, so obviously I haven't been doing it, straight. But still, yeah, for the fact that I've been making, like streaming, making videos, all that kind of stuff for going on 15 years, well, coming up 15 years, is insane. But anywho, for today, we're gonna play a little bit more Power Wash Simulator. Because I honestly don't really have a plan at the moment. I will once we have the affiliate anniversary, if I'm able to do so, or be able to go through with it. I mean, I won't be like at work or anything like that, so I'll still be at home till the 20th, or well, till the weekend leading up to the 20th. But like I said, we'll have at least 2 weeks to kind of like chill out and, like I said, see what happens with like I said, with the affiliate anniversary, with whatever other streams that end up happening. Because obviously, due to the situation that I'm in, I've been doing a whole bunch of stuff in the background, so it's causing me to be a little bit busy and a little bit more distracted when it comes to that, because obviously that kind of comes first, so that way I can get back on my feet and to be able to continue going through with everything that I'm doing. And so then once I can deal with that, I can get back into doing this regularly. So yeah, so let's go ahead and switch the game. And I just clicked on a random job that I haven't done. No, it's a part of like one of the free DLCs. We're gonna clean up an aquarium. Last time I ended up doing, I think it was the ice rink. So yeah. Today we are going to do aquarium, and oh my goodness, this is quite the mess. Oh dear. Well, before we start cleaning, I want to let's see like what's going on here. Everything is so filthy. I can barely see that fish there, or that one. The ocean. Hmm. Well, there's a ladder. I'm not gonna really need the ladder. Considering I got my extensions, so I'm not too worried about that. Huh. So what's up here? Oh. Oh, I see. So I'm gonna have to clean this out to its entirety. Oh, well, it's kind of a small aquarium. If I'm gonna be real here, it's a little bit of a small aquarium. Wait, there's my footprints? Or are those just footprints of just, Yeah, I think those footprints have already been there. Okay, well, let's see. What I'll do is I'm going to use the short extension. And we'll use old trusty yellow. The yellow nozzle. That is very bright. Actually, what I can do is I can just go down on this. But yeah, no, as I was talking about earlier with the anniversaries and whatnot, like obviously for 5 years being on Twitch, I am going to try to plan something big for that, depending on if I'm able to. Obviously, I can't exactly predict of like where I'm going to be at that time, but I'm going to try my best to see if I can uh, do something for that. Because obviously, being here for, like I said, for 5 years is, a big feat. Yeah, I think I got everything cleaned there. go. So front entrance wall is done. Alright, the wall itself is done. Crab sign's done. The archway, I'll have to go to the other side to finish that. I'll clean and finish that. So we'll work on the side walls next. Alright, that wall's done. Focus on this one. All the walls are done, just got to do the ceiling and the floor in this room, and then we can move on to the next. I think what I'll do is I'll use the plasma nozzle. Alright, let's go to the other side. Alright. Ceiling's done. Let's kind of back up here so we can see most of the room. Alright. And there we go. The entranceway is finished. At least I'm pretty sure. Maybe we'll double check on that. Let's see, the rock wall frame, that's the arch. Okay, yeah. So, entranceway is done. So we can move on in here. Let's finish this archway. Alright. Let's see, what can we focus on first? Well, I reckon since we got some of it cleaned up already, we'll start on this wall. Alright. So that is cleaned up. Huh. Take a look at the different hermit crabs. There's Jessica Cabot, Krabby McCrabface, and Silent Ted. Love those names. Hmm. Wait, I just realized why is one on top of a banana? Wait, hot is it candle? What kind of mood setting is this? Okay, all right. You know what? I'm not going to judge on it. Hello, phone. See, what am I missing? I can see these little spots here. Oh, probably this. Yep, there we go. Alright. See, let's take care of the, this little display. Alright, that's all I'm going to do from this angle. Or going to be able to do from that angle, I mean. Yeah, where's this spinny one? Here we go. Alright. should be just this floor, I think, before I get to the actual floor. Okie dokie. Oh. So something on the rock. Oh. Well, just little spots here and there. There we go. Better. So now it's just, well, I actually completely forgot about the ceiling. And we'll still do the floor first. Great. And now the ceiling. Go ahead and use the plasma nozzle for this. And there we go. Alright, just to double check my work. Okay. I'm kind of surprised this is already at 20%. Then again, it's not a big place. So at the same time, I'm not surprised. Well, anyway, got the hallway next. Hey, there's a gnome. Pretty. Alright, now we can see through the porthole windows. You know, I'm kind of curious how the like the timescale camera at the end of it is going to play out, since this is going to be, you know, individual rooms. I don't honestly remember how they did it for the there was one place, I think it was like a like a public shower room or whatever, and it was in different rooms. Get this one well done. I do eventually want to get the new DLCs for this. Well, I say new, but like everything past like the SpongeBob DLC, because I've been super behind. And one that I'm actually very interested in is the Warhammer one. Like the Warhammer one, the Shrek one, and whatever the newest one is. I think it was like Alice in Wonderland, basically. I think it will be pretty fun to do. To see what locations they put in. Hey, I think recognize that boat. I think that was a part of the job, or one of the jobs. Perfect shadow. Yeesh, this is a big room. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, I guess I'll just place you there. Just to get you out of my way. Actually, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta do something real quick. I'm gonna just mute myself. Alright, hello, I'm back, and hello, Yukon, how you doing? How you been, bud? Happy New Year to you. But yeah, I definitely have still a decent bit in this room to left to do. Let's go ahead. We'll speed it up a little bit. Man, I really love this thing. Streaming. So 5 years streaming, yeah, yeah. 5 years on Twitch. Um, it's crazy. Like I was saying earlier on, it's crazy to think about, honestly. Which I mean, technically, let's see. I think I did 3 years on YouTube. I'm pretty sure. So in total, it'd be I've streamed for 8 years, but altogether, come next year, will be 15 years of doing content creation. So, still yet, like, even with almost being there, it's still an impressive feat, at least in my personal opinion. Because I still remember the day whenever I had first started. Well, it more specifically, it was me and a high school buddy of mine, and on my, I think it was my 16th birthday, I believe. Um, I ended up getting my first video camera, and me and my buddy had the idea of, hey, let's do videos. And it was like, okay, I think that would be fun. And so we ended up starting a channel together. What it was called? I think it was called Leaking Shadow Productions or something like that. And this was back whenever YouTube had like the, oh gosh, trying to picture it, like YouTube had kind of like the side banners or whatever. So if you like clicked on someone's channel, rather than just having like the little top um, banner of like their name or whatever, you had like the top and then also the sides of it. Like that's the YouTube format that I remember first starting making videos and whatever. Well, then again, I've been on YouTube since it was ever first created. Watching videos and stuff like that. But in terms of whenever I officially start, that's how YouTube looked at the time. So, although I very much miss how that look of it, but it's in the history now. Although the funny thing of it was is because I actually created the art and everything. Like I was the editor and I created the art. Um, and although I don't have the art anymore, but a little fun fact about it was I ended up spelling, I think it was leaking wrong. Like I typoed leaking on the art itself, and on the top banner of it, for like I put down, what was it, like the typical like, comment, subscribe ordeal, but I also typoed subscribe. So I think it was subscribe, or something amongst those lines, and so yeah, that stayed on there for the longest time. I didn't even realize it until, like, you know, kind of like the last days of whenever YouTube had that format. I was like, oh shit, how long has that been a mistake? So yeah. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Uh, has a variety of setups and now on preferences. Really? Huh. Then again, it's been a minute since I actually like uploaded stuff to YouTube, so I don't know like all these new tools and stuff like that they have now. It's like even whenever I was streaming on YouTube, like I was technically at the brink of just not uploading actual videos, apart from like the VODs and whatnot. Um, so I have no clue. If I go on YouTube now, I wouldn't have a clue where to start of like how everything works there now. So it's all new to me. It's all completely new. Call that Lee speaking out his. This is script. The irony is real. Yeah, yeah. I see what you did there. It's real. um, but yeah, no, like I honestly miss like the old days of like making videos and stuff like that. It was super fun. Mind you, they were. I look back at them now. They're absolutely horrible. They're terrible. But um, because initially for that channel, I think it was, we did like top 10 uh like countdown style videos, uh where it was pretty much just us singing a on a sofa and just, talking about each little movie or whatever within that list. And although, back then I was extremely, like, I was just full on nothing but anxiety, and I didn't really like talk at all. So my friend did most of the talking while I was kind of like just like this side character is like, yeah, I agree. You know, yes, I like that movie. That movie is good. You know, that kind of thing. Uh, because I don't know, I've been like that for years when I was a kid, and just generally whenever I was much younger. Of course, uh, I grew out of it and am a little bit better. Of course, now my thing is that my anxiety builds up whenever I'm in like like surrounded by large groups of people that are having multiple conversations at once. Um, like that's kind of where my anxiety kicks in now. But you know, from where before, I wouldn't necessarily start up a conversation unless if I like really knew you. Now I can, conversate normally. Um, I want to say normally, normally enough, if that makes any sense. Um, but yeah, no. Like I said, going back to like the format. It's like I said, we did the top 10 countdown style format, um, for like horror movies specifically. So we did we did it by basically decade. So we did, I think it started off with the 60s, we moved on to 70s, 80s, so on and so forth. And because we live in West Virginia, we also did one in dedication to the state of West Virginia. And it was the most cringiest shit, but it was still pretty funny. Um, because um, it was the first time that we portrayed characters. We called ourselves Big Jim and Slim Jim, and at the time I was a little bit more slimmer, and my buddy was like, pretty hefty dude. Um, though the irony is that his character was called Slim Jim and I was called Big Jim, and we were hillbillies. Um, so we played the part as hillbillies and stuff like that, and made a lot of questionable jokes here and there. But if you enjoy like, uh, I wouldn't say it's like dark humor, but if you enjoyed like kind of like the you know a good range of humor within that area, then oh yeah, you would have definitely enjoyed it. Um, and maybe one day I'll probably react to some of the old stuff. I don't know when that'll be though. Maybe I'll make it an incentive of like, oh hey, you do this or that, and then I'll react to a video, a very old video of mine. But of course, the thing of it was though is I think back then YouTube at the time, their format was 480, and we recorded on a 720p camera or something like that. So the resolution is really weird, and nowadays if you because the videos are there, I re-uploaded them like years ago because the original channel was deleted. um but whenever I re-uploaded them, they are so pixelated you can barely look at or see, like, a, like you could see me, you could see my buddy, and everything, but everything around was a blur almost with how much, uh, how pixely it was. And I honestly wish I could fix that, but I don't think it's really possible. And I think I actually lost the original files to that because one of my old hard drives got destroyed. Um, so the original files are gone forever. But I don't know. I think it would be interesting and fun. And then of course, um, alongside with doing videos with him, well, later on I actually did my own little thing on that channel, and I did game reviews. I wish I didn't do that because, uh, again, whenever I was younger, like I said, I didn't really know how to really uh, like talk and conversate and like put up a proper discussion of sorts when it came to a lot of things. So trying to do game reviews by myself was a struggle and a half because it was just me repeatedly saying the same thing over and over again. It's like, yes, this is a good game. Pretty much like I was talking about with the the movie stuff. And I did that for a little bit of time. And then eventually me and my buddy had a falling out, which led to the channel being deleted. And then I started doing stuff with my other high school best friend, where we did a bunch of like wrestling related stuff because we were big into wrestling. And on top of that, we also did some gaming stuff here and there, which is kind of like the start of me playing games on like video, etc. So on. Well, apart from the actual game review stuff. Um, but I think one of the more infamous videos that I done with my friends, because eventually me and the best friend that we had a falling out with, we eventually, you know, um, made peace, and somewhere down the road we made a little video called "A New Era of Wrestling," and again, mind you, young, cringy as hell, but it was fun. It was just us, you know, being dumb kids wrestling on a trampoline. Um, and so uh, that was kind of like the start of like whenever we did like wrestling, uh, like actual wrestling. And me and my other friend, we did like a kind of like quote unquote street fight type, um, I guess wrestling matches where we wrestled in like living room. We wrestled in I think his like billiard room, uh, all that sort of stuff. And then jumping forward, we actually did a um, like our first ever skit video. Well, me and that friend. In terms of me and the original friend, we did a little short video or short movie of sorts. That was kind of horror esque. It was called The Killer Clown, I think. Um, and the initial plan was that we were actually going to do kind of like a full fledged movie, or actually, there was a few ideas to do a full fledged movie. Something like I know there was an idea of like doing something like in like shadow of like Silent Hill type of movie. Uh, we were supposed to do like a zombie apocalypse thing. This was before Walking Dead became a big hit. I don't know. We basically put our our head into a little bit of everything here and there, just to see what kind of worked, what didn't. But at the same time, we still had a blast with it, and like I I sincerely wish I could relive some of those days like again. But it the past is the past, and obviously we can't like relive them apart from like if through media formats and whatnot. But it's still good to reminisce sometimes of those days. Good concept to wrestle with though. Used to enjoy watching and doing wrestling a lot too with your brother. Yeah. No, the wrestling stuff was definitely fun. I could not do it for life of me nowadays, just because I'm way too out of shape. Which I mean, years ago. I did have like a sort of like an official impromptu wrestling match. Um, like in terms of professional wrestling goes. Uh, and that was super fun. Like I'm glad that I was able to at least do like participate in like an official match, like in terms of like professional wrestling goes. Um, and in addition to like I think a year later, I ended up doing a little bit of boxing. So like for I myself had dabbled personally into like a lot of different things that I kind of wanted to do, and I'm kind of glad I didn't. Although I wish the outcomes were a little bit different, as with any of the other stuff in the past. But again, it was all still fun. I enjoyed it. just realized that I'm almost done with this room. I just got the floor. We'll be charming to see history and lore of the real with Big Jim. I mean, there was a point where we were going to bring back Slim Jim and Big Jim, but I don't know exactly what happened to that. And there was also, because we never officially had our like retirement, well, I say retirement, like epilogue, like our last official video kind of deal. We also had plans to do kind of like a, of course, this is going back to the first ever channel, to do like a one final top tip video. And we were going to do some sort of like little skit at the end of it or something like that, to kind of like send the whole channel off, or at least that whole era of our chapter like off into the sunset. There's just been a bunch of different ideas. I wish that we were able to like execute and make happen, and I think they would have turned out pretty decently. But at the same time, like, you know, obviously with anything, you know, stuff gets in the way of things, and can't exactly predict like what's going to happen in the future. And I think there was a time where we were supposed to have an idea, but I moved to Florida, I believe, at the time. I don't know. I remember that, you know, this thing and that thing and this thing was supposed to happen, but I don't remember exactly when they were, or like exactly what happened. It's like my mind can remember like most things about a situation, but I don't remember the conclusion as to what happened to those things, if that makes any sense. And like I said before, I you know, I wish we're able to do most of the things we were set out to do, but it just was not meant to be. Alright, I think I got this room fully done. Let me double check. Yep. All that's left is the staff room and inside there, and we'll be good. See, I'm trying to think of like what else there was. Oh yeah. Oh, how could I forget? I know for the longest time. Well, there's been several projects that I've been trying to do for the longest time, like on my own. From like ever since I kind of like split off from the group and went on my own way and rode off into the sunset. Um, like one in particular that I still am going to eventually do something with is I have a character, and it's based off of a kind of like an alternate side of me that was going to end up happening. And I'm not going to say exactly what happened in terms of like the in terms of the personal stuff, But in terms of the character itself, his name is Mr. W, and you may or may like way back in the beginning, may or may not have like heard me like mention that name before. But in terms of what the character was all about, is that he was supposed to be like this mysterious, like not exactly noir type character, but he's definitely, he's like how you would typically see as like a hitman would look, like has like the big pea coat, you know, black leather gloves, you know, the whole look. And I was going to do like a lot of things with that character. One of the ideas was in terms of more child friendly type of idea that I was going to do, is I was going to do kind of like a whole little segment where every week I was going to do kind of like brain teasers, riddles, puzzles, that kind of stuff, to kind of like interact with the audience, right? And of course, you know, it would be up for the audience to kind of like figure out those puzzles for themselves and whatever, and put their answers in the, like the comments. And then come the next week, I would reveal that answer and then give out a new set of puzzles and riddles and whatnot. And it'll be just a whole cycle. And I thought that would have been a fun idea to do, but it just never happened. I do actually have recordings of me, of like I think the first 3 episodes I was going to do, but I think those got lost in time. And another thing was, I was going to, even though this was going to be a little bit more of an in-depth kind of thing. Well, there's 2 things that I was going to do that was a little bit in-depth. Was one, I was going to make kind of like a parody sitcom of sorts, and it was going to be me, and then the Mr. W character was going to basically be my roommate, who we just look oddly similar. So there's going to be like a whole bunch of different jokes of like how we look alike, and you know, like I would get accused of like all of the different things that the other character would end up doing, or vice versa. And I don't know, it was just like a big huge, like I said, sitcom kind of ordeal that I hadn't, like I said, the thought of doing. But the big thing that I really wanted to do, because I had got into them for a good while, was an ARG. I really wanted to do a full on like ARG, like, and I'm talking about, you know, there's like 12 different websites you have to go to, and you have to click on different videos, and like you'd have to pretty much like brighten the image, or do kind of like sound wavy stuff to kind of get like little hints and clues as to what direction you need to go to next and stuff like that. um, and at the end there would be like a big reward, for like the people that participated and everything like that. I don't remember what the reward was though, but like I said, there's all kinds of different ideas that I dabbled into that I really wanted to try, and maybe, like I said, maybe one of these days I will get into them. But for the time being, I need to, you know, obviously focus on, you know, different stuff uh, personally to kind of like be able to take the time uh, to execute some of these ideas that I had in the past. Because there's a reason why I went with the name Real Deal Entertain, or it was originally Real Deal Entertainment, but you know, obviously shortened it. Um, and I wanted to, well, I mean, the goal obviously is to make people laugh, smile, and just entertain everyone to the best of my abilities. And obviously, with like all these projects in mind, I think that they would have been fantastic and perfect uh, to further accomplish that. Uh, and then obviously, you know, with like this gaming stuff here, this would have been more casual thing for me. But you know, like I said, just this stuff happening and whatnot. Very ambitious. Find how cool others solve. Jesus, I couldn't read for, or my brain went blank for a second. Cool how others solve them. Wouldn't be able to do it yourself. Don't think you're that smart enough for it. See, that's the thing when it comes to me, because I'm personally not smart enough to figure them out on my own, let alone uh, be able to probably, you know, give out information quick enough, like comparison to others. However, I do want, like, when it came to the ARG, I wanted to make it a little, like, complicated, but at least easy enough for the average participant to kind of like understand and have it click in their head is like, oh, this is how you do this and whatever. Just kind of like basic stuff, like nothing like, I don't know. You didn't have to do like the Fibonacci sequence and like go in depth with that, or like any of the other like more complicated stuff. Uh, but I figured, you know, just make it, you know, kind of have that middle ground for it, you know. I don't know. It's hard for me to explain things. Hence why I'm like repeating myself here and there. Oh, and then of course, I keep forgetting, like, because how my mind works is that I have like a backlog of fucking knowledge and different memories and stuff like that, but things don't exactly click in my head until like, oh yeah, that thing, I forgot about that thing. But yeah, like recently, well, I say recently, but since October, I want to say, or no, uh, no, no, since March. Yeah, since March of last year, I started doing music production, and I've been trying to learn uh, how some of it works, at least the basics. I haven't gone like full on complex with it just yet. Um, so I'm dabbling into music right now, and although of course I'm taking a little bit of a pause on it to kind of focus on like the personal stuff I got going on right now. I already have a song technically finished. It just needs polish, and I actually revealed it in I think the stream before I left last time for work, which was I think I want to say back in late October. And I currently have two more songs in the works. Although the first song itself is more in terms of straight, uh, just electronic. Um, the two that I'm currently working on or in the process of working on, are still within the electronic side of things. Um, but I think one is a song dedicated to uh, one's a song dedicated to my wife, but it's just also a general like song that anyone that can appreciate and enjoy. So I think that'll be the one that I want to be finishing next, and then the one that I'm working alongside with that one is going to have lyrics as well with it. Um, and I that one's going to be more so focused as a I don't know. I say it's kind of like a driving song, but at the same time not really. I don't know. Like I said, it's hard for me to really describe how like what how things are and stuff like that. I would have to be physically doing the thing to kind of really show off because that's just how my brain works. um, but for the most part, uh, I kind of want to do like a lot of songs that you can listen to while you're like driving on the way to work or on a road trip, that kind of thing. Because it's like for me personally, it's hard. It's kind of difficult to find like a good song to listen to while traveling on the road that actually feels like a road traveling song. And I don't mean like just directly. It's like talking about traveling on the roads whatnot, but to give you kind of like a feeling of like a certain vibe, you know. So let me say something about this. Whenever I always constantly talk about it, it's like, oh yeah, I have projects in works. I have projects in works. I have ideas and stuff like that. These are the ideas that I'm thinking of right now that I am like I plan like that I've been trying to do and been planning and stuff like that, but obviously been getting constantly pushed back further and further. So yeah, I end up I have a lot cooking inside my noggin. I don't say it just to say it. I just want to clarify that. Plan out emotion can still be put back in motion, yes. And I'm hoping that I could still, like I said, I could still get back into these things. Like obviously, I want to get back into the music because I've been really enjoying that, and I've been learning a lot with one of my good friends, formerly known as Flavor, now known as Tesla. Because he's been doing a lot of music production for years, and he's a really good artist too. So actually, me let me pull up his stuff if I can. Do do do. No, not Tesla. Damn it. Teslo. Good gracious. Er, oh, this isn't him clearly. Huh. Okay. Let me look it up another way. Do 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 do. Why is my stuff going in alphabetical? Why is it not most recent subscribed? What is this thing? What are these things? Yeah, I got it. I got it. Just bear with me. Bear with me. Okay, there we go. So, right there is the link to, uh, like I said, my buddy Tesla. Like I said, it makes wonderful music. It's all pretty much electronic, but it like each of them has their own particular vibe to them, and like once you listen to like each of his songs, like you can like feel the vibe. And although he's not exactly perfect, but he is still fantastic and like I said, an amazing artist. And I cannot say enough of like how great he is with what he does. But yeah, but I've been learning like some stuff from him, and like just been seeing like some of the stuff, like seeing some of his works in the in in the progress as he's making them. So yeah, no, definitely highly highly would look into it whenever people have the chance, of course. Listen to it afterwards. Save the link to your notes. Gotcha. But yeah, no, I can't shout that man out enough of like how good his stuff is. And I was also supposed to get something. Ah, fell. I was supposed to get something worked on alongside with him for whenever I had the plans to do a my semi-traditional like horror Halloween stream, or my traditional Maytane stream, I should say, for Halloween. I was going to have song from him for like my opening and ending like sort of stuff and intermission and whatnot. And of course, you know that plan never came to be because I had to leave for work. So I completely missed being able to do so. Whew. Oh, dang it. I was trying to get up onto the pipe. I don't know if I can or not. Okay. I kinda can. Oh my gosh, this is so tough. Okay. Easy, easy, easy. I missed it. Okay, well, it's fine. I think I got the majority that I could get anyway, up there. So, we'll go ahead and just spray her down. This is the tiniest little room. It's kind of hard to really get some of this stuff. Alright. Spray this down. Okay, it's almost done. Floor's done. That wall's done. Let's get this door. Sign. Door frame. Oh my gosh, it's so cramped. Okay, there we go. Alright, now it's just these pipes, I think. And then we'll head on back into that aquarium. Oh. Porthole door. Okay, now I think we're done with that. I mean, double check. Clean. Oh, missing something. Ocean tank glass. Okay, that's just the other side of the ocean tank. Ocean room vents. Wait, I missed something in the ocean room? Ocean room vents. What does it mean by ocean room vents? I don't see any vents. Am I blind? Unless it's talking about that side. I don't know. But what I do know is that ocean tank ladder wall. Okay, so yeah, that's all the ocean tank. But the vents, I have no idea what that could be. Oh, this thing. Oh, I see. There we go. And then one more. Okay. Now this room is done. So now we can just head up, go over here. Alright, that's finished. Ah. So we got 38% left of this this level clean, and it's all gonna be in here, it seems like. Sorry, I just gotta stretch. There we go. But yeah, trying to think of like other things to kind of like talk about in relation to like my history leading up to now in terms of like streaming goes. Well, streaming and like just content creating as a whole. But I've talked about generally pretty much like everything from start to kinda now-ish. I know. I think I was. No, I definitely was. I was still streaming on YouTube whenever I first appeared into a certain streamer's chat. Um, 4 years ago. Well, almost 4 years ago. Be 4 years in June, I believe. But yeah, basically 4 years ago. Was it 5? I don't know. Either way, it was years ago. Excuse me. But but yeah, um, I was still streaming on YouTube, and like I remember, gosh, like first couple of people coming in, and because for the longest time, I think I was streaming to like maybe one, two people, uh, and like I didn't know them at all. They were just kind of like random people that were sort of stalker esque, I want to say. Uh, not to necessarily like me directly, but in terms of like whenever kind of did um, me and the original uh, uh, high school best friend that I did videos with, we ended up doing a podcast together. Well, sort of a podcast. Is called what was that? The Down and Derpy podcast. That's what it was. The Down and Derpy. Oh my gosh, how did I forget that name? Um, and and so we ended up coming across some very interesting individuals doing that, uh, and our like the main thing that we usually talked about was we settled on like one topic, and we talked kind of like went into depth with that, which typically how a podcast normally goes. And like I like we for instance we actually ended up doing one uh focused on, what was it, I think sex or something like that. Yeah, so we did one like just doing nothing but talking about sex. I don't know why that was the topic, but like I said, some of them were a little bit like out of nowhere with like some of the things that we are talking about. But I think you know, even with that, that was still pretty fun to do. Um, but yeah, no. Um, like I said, going back to uh, whenever I was streaming on YouTube, like it would just be like those couple of like people that were there basically for every like single podcast stream, whatever. And uh, they were they were a little bit on the very very weird side of things. Um, but like I said, ever since you know I hopped on, uh, you know, certain streamers chat years ago, you know, and then you know, just, I don't remember exactly who was the very first person. Ah, man, but I know at least generally the first group of people like coming in, and you know we're watching and stuff like that, and like that definitely just brought a absolute smile to my face because you know at the time like weren't exactly officially friends, but still yet is for the fact that people were enjoying like everything that I was you know doing. Yeah, even if it's just like playing a game like this, kind of just vibing out. Um, and like I said, we're just enjoying what I was doing. Had, like I said, brought a smile to my face because you know obviously that was the goal of you know what I set out to do, doing you know videos and streaming and whatnot, which was obviously to entertain to bring smiles to people and laughter, and just generally all around just make people's day and make them feel good. So, like I said, the fact that that was happening was it was an absolute thrill, and you know, sure enough, one thing led to another. Here I am today, you know, streaming, and you know, I'm still enjoying it. Like I wish I could do it as often as I used to, like doing it on a weekly basis and having like an actual schedule and everything. Um, and I do eventually want to get to that, go back into a consistent schedule and whatnot. But you know, like I said, personal stuff, blah blah blah, that whole 9 yards. And hydrate. I will hydrate in just a moment. I actually have to go and go get some water or something. I actually need to head to the store at some point. Maybe I'll do that once I complete this, because I don't intend to stream for very long. Just basically once I get this room finished, and then that'll be that. Because right now I'm just kind of like slowly getting back into the group of streaming and just getting the feel for it again. Because for me, technically, it's been like months since I've had like a proper stream, and I haven't exactly been. My mindset hasn't been the best throughout the year of 24 or 20. I say, almost said 2014, but 2024. Like my whole mindset hasn't been there to give out like proper streams. So I want to, you know, get into a good mindset again, so that way I can give out or put out nice and chill and fun streams, and like I said, execute some of these like ideas that I've been mentioning within this stream, and even ones that I haven't even mentioned at all. Because you know, eventually I want to do. Of course, I don't have like the stuff to set it up just yet. I kind of want to get a laptop for it, so that way I don't have to get like long extension cables and whatnot to get everything set up for it. But eventually I want to do like cooking streams, because I really love to cook, and so I think that would be a great thing to do. And I'm honestly proudly to say, you can ask anyone that has had my cooking before. My cooking is pretty good, apparently. Yeah, yeah. No, I definitely agree with that. Of course, the thing of it is that even though I need to get like better, like in terms of much better with it, but when it comes to life, I always come to, if anybody knows the 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 metaphor of the jar with the golf balls and sand, right? So, you know, obviously, um, if you put all the golf balls in first in the jar, it is, well, if you put a little bit of golf balls inside the jar, is, you know, is the jar considered full, right? You say no, and you put a little bit more in, and then you ask the same question. person says no, and then next you fill it up with sand. Um, and so obviously the jar is not exactly as full as you would want it to be. So instead, what you end up doing is you uh, you pour the sand in first, and then after that you pour the golf balls inside. And the whole metaphor is, you focus on the little things in life first before you get into the bigger things. Um, and I take that in perspective of like, I need to focus on like obviously myself. I need to put myself first and try to make, you know get myself to a better comfortable position, um, to be able to do the stuff that I typically do, which is like, help others and be able to do like, streaming and stuff like that. So, obviously with, you know, I need to focus on the, everything else that's going on currently, the little stuff. Uh, Take care of that before I can focus on the bigger picture of things that I want to do. So that way I can make that jar as full as I possibly can. So, and that's honestly one of my favorite metaphors. Uh, to always kind of think about. And like I said, I wish I could, wish I could to basically execute that earlier in my life, but obviously, I want to do the things that I really want to do, but it's just, you know, it's tempting. It's tempting to do those things. So, in the very end of it, at the very end of it, Jesus Christ, I feel like I'm getting flustered over this. Um, but at the end of it all comes down to patience. Just having patience, and trying to take your time as best as possible to kind of really think out your plan and strategy, of like what you have to do. Take care of that before you take on what you want to do, if that makes any sense, right? And like I said before, it's like, I have a very difficult time just taking that to heart for myself. I always try to remind others of that, but I just don't take my own words to heart, as much as I want to. Even though it, I should. I really should. I'm just not. I'm not intelligent enough. My brain, it no listen. It no listen to me. Me not think funk in the book. I don't know what I'm saying. Happy I shared that metaphor. It was a good one. Yeah. No, like I said, it's one of my favorite metaphors ever. And I don't know if because it was like a how I ended up coming across it is there's a video of a professor explaining that metaphor, and I don't know if he was the original person to create that metaphor, but I still think to him, and I thank him for sharing that metaphor to, you know, his class and basically the world, pretty much, since, you know, it's out there, um, because, you know, it's a really strong one to follow up by. Hey, I can open the jar there. Oh, that's a really dirty clam. Let me clean you up, buddy. I didn't even realize that prompt was popping up. I've been looking up the whole time rather than looking down. But you know, one of the things I definitely enjoy a lot that I really need to get back into, like, um, you know, reading and whatnot, is philosophy. Because, like, if you really look into, you know, philosophy and all that, like, you'll learn a lot. And if you take those words to heart and basically kind of use it in your everyday life, of like some of the stuff that people have said over the years, then you can strive to become really successful in life, and you'll be a lot more happier as a person. And it's like, of course, obviously, for like the majority, it consists of, like, obviously, you know, what I was explaining of, like, you know, focus on those little things in life before you can, you know, focus on the things that you really want to do, so that way you have the time to do them without really any interruption. Because obviously, if you don't do that, then you're gonna have less and less time to do those set things that you want to do, and you know, as that, once it comes time that you're not able to do anymore, then that's the haps. That's game over, man. You don't go back to start. done. Getting closer and closer. Surprised I don't have to spray the ceiling down. But then again, I'm not complaining. That's probably my least favorite thing, is like trying to look up and just spraying all of that. Cause I will say, like, on occasion, I'm kind of like one of those people that I kind of have to look up on the top of, at the very top of my screen. So like my neck feels a little awkward. Looking at the angle. From the time to time. Which, in relation to that, like, because I used to be very, I mean, I still am to this day, but not as much as I used to. But when it came to, like, racing games, I was that kind of person that occasionally you could see me, like, kind of, like, turn the controller around, like, as if I'm actually using a steering wheel or something like that. Yeah, just those little silly things. I was like, I don't care if anyone, like, you know, sees how silly I look with me, like, turning my controller as I'm trying to steer. I'm just driving over here. I'm winning this damn thing. This is my race. My race. So close. Only been streaming for 2.5 hours. I feel like I've been going on for longer. Then again, I did start like super late because I didn't get up till late. I ended up staying. I think I ended up staying up till like 4 in the morning or something like that. I've been playing hardcore Minecraft with some friends. Oh, speaking of Bevel, hello Jordy. How you doing? I'm streaming while you're home, unheard of. I know, right? Funnily enough, it's actually almost over. Because once that clean meter hits 100, I'm actually going to be ending stream and running to the store. Hey, listen, I'm going to put up the VOD. Plus, I'm also going to be streaming tomorrow. Anyway. Server will be up soon, too? Okay. Well, funnily enough, like... I got hair in my mouth again. Ugh. It always happens to me. I don't know why. Um, but yeah, as I was gonna say, like whenever I got back from the store, I was actually gonna hop into the private PC. Um, Wait, what am I doing? Let me focus back on the floor before I even like focus on any more of the top. But yeah, I mean, just kind of like as a recap, been pretty much. I've been talking about like kind of like potential plans for like two upcoming anniversaries. This July will be 5 years since I've been streaming on Twitch, and then this coming 14th, I think, 13th or 14th, one of those 2 days will be my Twitch affiliate anniversary. So it'll be 4 years since I've been an affiliate. And we've just been talking about kind of like my history as a content creator. We've been talking about like how I first started off with doing videos with me and a high school buddy of mine, doing like countdowns. I know I still owe you a week of maintain. I got things to focus on first before I can get into those plans again. Like I really want to do the maintain shit, but life keeps getting in the way and hindering my plans. No, I just don't want to. Yeah, you know what? You got me. You're right. You're right. I don't want to put on the dress again. Don't make me put on the dress again, Mama. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. Oh my god. But nah, I really want to get back into like the plans that I had. Like for instance, I was going to after like, oh god, whenever the first ever Donathon that I did, I had the incentive to do a mannequin themed horror stream, and my plan was actually for October, this past October, during my annual like maid paint stream. I was supposed to do that, and then of course I had to go back to work, and that didn't happen. And then my intention was to do it on the affiliate anniversary, but I don't know if I am going to do that or not on that stream, but I don't know. I'm not completely ruling it out. It might happen. So I got 3 weeks left, technically, before I go back to work. But like I said, anything can happen. Maybe I can do the week of maintain like this coming week or the next week. I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to see. Gonna have to see. It might not likely be this coming week, but you know, eventually it's coming. Eventually. I should wait till the baby comes. What to do? We can maintain? uh, see, my okay, so my plan for the past 2 years was to actually do the mannequin themed horror stream on the annual maintain streams, but like I said, this never happened. And then, so obviously the plan would have been to try again within this coming October, but obviously I don't want to wait that long to do it. Um, so I don't know exactly when would be like a perfect time to do so, and also trying to figure out like the perfect time to do it. So I don't know. There's a lot of different stuff that I have to look into to finally be able to get these plans executed and whatnot. You know, we had a whole conversation about it, this and that, blah blah blah. Yeah, whatever. You just gotta have to look at the VOD. You're just gonna have to watch the VOD. At 90%. Don't feel like I'm at 90%, but I guess I am. Oh hey, I got the ocean floor done. Well, maybe I am at 90%. How about that? Ah, spray faster! Okay, well, we almost got. I think the rock wall is done, like the wall of it finished. For the most part, you just have to head up top to clean the tops off of them. Okay, that's done. That's done. Little tiny particles here and there. Oh my gosh, I'm not even. Oh man, more than halfway done with the helmet, but still, yeah, for the fact that it's not finished. Ah! Let me go on the other side. Oh, okay, here we go. Yeah, that's the good stuff. There we go. Okay, that's the rock wall that I'm looking at. There's a tiny little speck one somewhere. Oh, oh. Front viewport. Ah. Oh, I saw the little dirt. I saw the dirts. There we go. Alright, that's taken care of, I think officially. So I believe we got the castle, we got the wall, and then the actual wall. Done. Let's go ahead. Ooh, hello. Hello, Vince. I don't think I'm gonna get that one. Unless if I get the extension. Let's get the extra long one. Huh. Oh yeah, I just realized like this the front ocean wall isn't finished. Now it is. Jeez, hurry up. I'm trying to hurry up, but there's so much left, I feel. I can go only as fast as this water will allow me to. Is this fast enough? Oh, what do I sound like? Oh, wait, no. I am an old man. What am I trying to say? I was gonna say, why do I sound like an old geezer? And then I realized, well, yeah, fuck, I am old. I am old. No. Good. Oh God, oh man, I'm gonna be 31 this year. Good gracious. Yeah, nah, fuck. Fuck. I mean, I guess it's not exactly a bad thing. It's still, yeah, it's just... Damn it, dude. Is turning 31 just means there's more things now that's going to make me feel older. And it's that particular feeling that I hate. Me don't like. Ah. Just give a couple years, I'll be using a walking cane and wearing adult depends. Oh, so hi, Mikey. How you doing? Oh. At 98%. Charge from response at 98. Oh, if only my phone was like that. If only my phone was at 98%. Oh no. Because, lo and behold me, after charging my phone. Is that 2%? Because that would, I wouldn't be surprised. Let me see. Oh no, it's at 23. But still, yeah, that's pretty low. That's low for my liking. And the thing of it is I barely even use my phone. I barely even use my phone. I just realized, why is this, like, why is the top of the castle in the shape of a dog bone? You guys see that? Yeah, I'll say, I fell. Yeah, look, it's in the shape of a dog bone. Little doggy bone. How am I 99% whenever... Hang on a second. What else do I have left to clean? Shell Palace, Castle Arch. And then... we have... Tube Corals and... Floor Light. I missed a Floor Light? I didn't miss a floor light now. Whee! Okay. Alright, that's done, that's done. What else is left? I see a little tiny speck on this one. Okay. 95%. And that's literally the only thing I have left. Wait, no, what? I have more! What? I'm not done with the maintenance tunnel. Huh? I thought I was done with the maintenance tunnel. Oh, balls. Oh, what is this? Okay, well. Yeah, let me find these last two corals. This one. Oh, yeah, you're really dirty. Okay. And then there's one more somewhere. Two coral. This one. You ain't leaving, boy. You really thought you were done? Think again. Maintenance tunnel lights ×2. Wait, I thought I'd done the tunnel lights. Oh, they're done now. Maintenance tunnel floor. Wait, are you serious? I thought I cleaned the floor. What is this? Oh, really? Really? Just the tiniest little groove? Are you serious? Really? I can't. This. And then the maintenance door porthole. Ah. Well. There we go. Now we're done. We're done. We're done. Yay! Yay! We did it! We did it! Now I'm curious about the time lapse. Is it going to catch everything? Oh, well. Only catches that room. Do another? Ah, I gotta run to the store before it closes. Play observation duty. I don't know, that might be the next stream. That might be what I do tomorrow. Because I do still need to play the newest observation duty on stream. Which then again, I actually need to play. I need to finish. I don't remember which one I was on last. Because I need to do all the levels. I think I might have been on 5. I could be wrong. I think I was on observation duty 5. But either way, I will probably play observation duty tomorrow. Hopefully, waking up early enough for people to be able to tune in, like at the very beginning or something like that. I don't know. Boo! Why boo? Why boo? What do you mean? What do you mean boo? How dare? Too early. All too early. Oh, it's too early for you. Oh no. Well, I am sorry that I can't appease everybody. uh, I don't know. I had the plan to do like a Google spreadsheet or whatever, so that way I can catch kind of like generally everyone's like time zones or whenever they typically like watch Twitch and stuff like that. So I think maybe like within this week I'll probably like, I don't know, do something like that to see what works and what doesn't work for everyone, so that way I can kind of like generally have a good enough time frame so everyone can at least catch and tune in to the stream for, you know, whatever time it is, however long that I stream for. I'm actually surprised that it went on for this long, which then again I did end up doing a lot more talking than normal. You know, talking about, like I said, like my little history, the near 15 years of doing content creation and whatnot, but still, yeah, I enjoyed the stream. And for those that didn't miss, you know, like the early hour or 2 hours, whatever, your fault, you're sorry. Well, why is it your fault? Why is it your fault? You're good. Nah, like whenever I talk about something that I actually uh, kind of have a little bit of knowledge of, I do tend to ramble and talk. Like if you've been here long enough, which Yukon, you've been here probably longer. Like you and Mikey have been like two of the longest viewers I know. Um, that had came in today. Uh, so both of you should know that I ramble on for ages. Something wrong with checking the followers? Huh. Well, Stream Elements being a goober, I don't know. I'll probably get that working tomorrow, hopefully as well. But for now, I'm going to go run to the store and get a couple things, and then hop on a server, and then probably die a second time playing hardcore Minecraft. Um, so yeah, it'd be great. It's gonna be fun. Uh, but thank you guys sincerely for being here. I really appreciate it. And also, Happy New Year. I don't remember if I said that, but I'll say it anyway, just in case if I didn't. But Happy New Year. Uh, hopefully, this becomes a good year for all of us. And hopefully, um, you know, we all can prosper and, you know, be successful. And we all be rich bitches. So, anyway. Yeah, I want to get out of here. Um, I would raid, but for some reason, Twitch all day today has been acting up on me. Like I haven't been able to watch a single stream, or kind of like really see like who all is live. So I'm just gonna end it off. Bye bye. See you guys.